Hi, welcome back to the third part of this tutorial on the 6 lute pieces as popularized by Andres Segovia. For this third movement, if you will, it's entitled the DANZA. I'll be using a Pablo Requena 2006 guitar from our good friends at Guitar Salon International. Thank you so much, GSI. For this one, the tempo is probably going to be around 140. And it can change based on how you feel and how much contrast you want between the movements. I like to play these pieces all together, but if you're playing it by itself or you're newer to the guitar, you might want to take it a bit slower, but it is a dance. It's in 4/4 common time. So the first movement, the Preludio, was in 2/4. The Bianco Fiore is in 3/4, and now this is in 4/4. So it's a great contrast and time signature, and also forces you to think a little bit differently, as we'll get into here in a bit. The piece contains mostly 2-measure phrases, which is super ideal for color changes and the loud soft interplay, or the echo idea. It's very, very effective. So for instance, you could have 2 chords, and then the second time around, and then you can combine colors, moving your right hand, so on and so forth, and also position on the guitar as well. Although in this particular piece, the position doesn't change in relation to what you're trying to do as much as the Preludio, for instance. So we're still in drop D, and that'll stay the same for all 6 movements. So that opening chord, you want to break it down just with the right hand only. And it's a bit awkward because you're playing a block chord, but you're leaving out the G string. So if you watch my right hand here, it's A, D, B, E, so 5, 4, 2, 1. When you add the left hand, it sounds like this. It's essentially a B chord without the 7. If you're playing pop guitar before, it's a B7 shape without that 3rd finger there. But we'll get into that more in a second. But basically, warm up the right hand just by plucking those strings like that and kind of get used to it, because you're going to have to find it from nowhere. You watch my right hand there. So you're coming from an open E, and then you got to find that chord again. So work on that a bit by itself. That happens a lot. That chord happens at least a dozen times in this piece. So the piece is broken up into 2 sections, measures 1 through 10 and bars 11 through 18. And then there's a repeat of bar 11 through 18. So just like all the other tutorials we've done for this set, I will discuss what I do on the repeat afterwards and try to give you ideas on how to echo and color changes and you know, stuff we've been talking about fairly consistently throughout